Hello and welcome. This is Melskinner, and we're back with some more Wargame Red Dragon. And I have one more region where I have a decision on whether to attack or not. Now, personally, I think I could take this attack now if I wanted to, but my other option is to play defensive, and more than likely what I'd do is I'd reinforce. The only unit we can afford right now that I think would have a meaningful impact would be this armored battalion. They couldn't help me with the attack, though. They only have 2 initiative points, so I'd be able to move them in, and then they would sit there, and I'd have to hold and do the defensive fight if that's the way I wanted to go. I honestly think the better move, though, is to just hold off on the points bank for next turn, because there are some good units that I could get next turn. As I'm going to get 15, I could even get this armored battalion, the more costly one. I could get this Marine regiment. There's a number of options that are open to me that I think may be the better choice. As far as the Korean forces go, all I have left is an artillery company and attack helicopters. And the same thing with the artillery company. I couldn't get them in to do the attack, so I think they'd be better to held. The attack helicopters could help me, but unfortunately, I don't have enough to buy them. Air forces wise, I can't afford either one of these. So again, I think banking is best choice here. So coming in here, my forces have taken a battering. But so too has my enemy. As a matter of fact, they've probably gotten the worst of it. With that being said, though, my capabilities have been reduced quite a bit. This infantry regiment has taken massive casualties. We only have a single platoon of anti-tank infantry. We have only a little over a platoon of standard infantry, but we have quite a few of these reservists left. And we have a full-strength engineer battalion, but their capabilities are more in using flamethrowers and artillery and the things like that, although they do give me a command vehicle here, or command infantry. I did move in, though, this special aviation unit, which is going to give us more infantry. 3 platoons of these SEALs. They're very expensive, though, so it's going to be a little tricky working with what we've got. But I think I have a distinct cohesion advantage. I've got 5 total, I believe, whereas my opponent has 2. So that's going to be a distinct advantage. Now, I think the real threat's going to come from the strike squadron from my opponent. But that's why I moved in the F-16, so we should be able to counter. I don't really have any other anti-air defenses, though, so I'm going to have to be on my toes for that. We have the F-5s to help knock out the lighter units that remain. I am going to have to be careful, though, here, because this fire support company, I think, does have anti-air. And that is going to cause me a little bit of issues, because I have to decide how exactly am I going to do the attack. And really, I think our main attacker is probably going to be the attack helicopters we have, but with the anti-air defenses they have, I'm going to have to be careful. So we'll have to see what we can do there. But I think we can take this fight, so I'm going to go ahead and launch it. So let's see what we've got. So we've got the 5 cohesion to their 2, as we mentioned. It's going to give us 1250 versus their 1100. We have almost, actually more than double the number of points they have. Plus, having a higher morale, 5 versus 3, so we've got 50%. That they need 50%, we need 30%. So that totals out to 906 to defeat them, and 3,027 for them to defeat us. So it's going to be very tough for them to defeat us. Very, well, considerably easier for us to defeat them. Now, their units are lower cost units, though, so we're going to have to inflict quite a bit of casualties. Now, one advantage of moving the special aviation regiment is it looks like we've captured this zone, which I don't think we would have had hold of. So we have these 2 points, and that would give us 4 apiece. If they hold on to Bravo, that'd give them 4 apiece, so kind of even us out there. But if they do not put a command vehicle in here, we may be able to push them, and then they wouldn't get any more deployment points beyond this a turn, and then we'd have a pretty distinct advantage. So the longer the fight goes, the more strength we'll have, if that is what we can do. So I'm going to try and work towards that. So let's go ahead and launch the battle. So I may go with the attack helicopters early on in this battle to try and push that in and see if we can kill any command vehicles they may have in here. This is not a deployment zone, so if they did not put a command vehicle in here, then they can't deploy, and then these points are meaningless. So, all right, so we've got a helicopter in here to deploy. We might want to get rid of that, but let's see what we've got for logistics vehicles. So we've got 4 of these guys. I believe we have, oh, okay, these are actually cheaper. So you know what? Let's keep them around. Unfortunately, I can't deploy them in the woods, because you might be able to tell it kind of deploys them up in the air. So we're going to have to deploy them somewhere like that along the road here. Hopefully that gets them out of the way, and they'll start on the ground, and that will make them effective. And then our other one's going to be over here. Now the problem is I can't go in the woods, but we can at least go in behind. All right, now we've done that. Let's start doing our defenses. So infantry, we'll start off with the anti-tank. So we do 2 of each. So we'll go 2 there. Grab another 2. Last 2 we have. Put them there. Took a lot of casualties on those guys in the last battle. Okay. Well, could do a full platoon of these guys over here. And then, you know, the Navy SEALs have better anti-tank weapons. As much as they are expensive. 2. Oh, okay, so a platoon's only 2. Well, it's probably the way helicopters work. As helicopters they work in units of 2, so I think that's why we deploy as 2. We could put another one in there if we really wanted to solidify, but just to keep costs low, I think I'm going to use a reservist unit. Not a full one, though. Let's just do 2. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do another 2. So we have a full platoon in both regions that just are, you know, mixed units. And then over here, to help these guys out, we'll do another of the SEALs here. And again, we can't deploy them in the woods because that puts them starting up in the air. They couldn't drop off their troops, so we'll put them in behind the woods. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to need logistics trucks to rearm. We only have 3. Again, we took heavy casualties last time. Although we do have the helicopters. They're a lot more expensive, though. So we'll hold those for later, and we'll use these as best as we can. So I'll put 1 in here to rearm these guys. We'll put another one over here to rearm these guys. I'll try and turn off everything except ammo once we get the chance. That's probably fine there. Okay, and then I'll put another one. I'll put it... We have our attack helicopters over here. Maybe we put it right here. They can land in this field because, again, they can't land in the woods. Land in the field, and then we can rearm them. So that would be our supply for our helicopters because we're going to need to get those helicopters supplied. Now, that's going to be tricky. Helicopters do consume a lot of resources, so we're eventually going to need to get these Chinooks in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and start with the air. I would like to get 1 F-16. So these are the more effective missiles. This has a little bit more diversity, as it can also attack helicopters, but I don't think my opponent has any helicopters, so we'll just do with these ones. They have greater range. Accuracy is the same. The range is the thing that's more important. So we'll go with that. Get one of those guys. And let's get our helicopters now. So I think I'm going to go with the guys armed with the rockets. I think. We could do a platoon of each, or a group of each, and then try and use these guys to knock out anti-air defenses, because the anti-air defenses might not have the range to hit them. That could be something we call in later, though. Let's call in the main attack helicopters here first. We'll put them in over the woods. That puts them up in the air, so they're ready to go. And we'll put them there, too. Okay, so we're good to go there. We've still got some points left over. I don't think there's anything that I feel like I really super need at this stage. So why don't we call in a couple more F-16s just to try and maybe one more, and then we'll grab a couple of these guys. And we'll have 55 points left in reserve. Get a recon unit out here. Could help. And these are the Marines, so they're... We'll put them over here. You know what? Why don't we delete these guys? Because these recon Marines, they seem to be just as effective as the normal SEALs. I'm calling them Marines, but the recon SEALs, they seem to be just as effective as far as what weaponry they have. They have the same anti-tank weapons. Maybe the machine guns, supporting machine guns different, but otherwise they seem to be armed just about the same. So, and they cost the same. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 of these guys. That would be about the same. And then we'll put them in here, and that'll help give these guys vision so they can hit a little bit further out. Okay, so we've got some air power to start. We've got 55 points so that we can call things in as we need. I think we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and put this on very slow. And we'll launch. Okay, let's start getting these guys moving out this way. And then we'll go bullet time. Grab all these guys. Hit unload. And then we'll come over here. Go back to very slow just so we can get this stuff moving. Load. Unload. Okay, let's go back to bullet time. Okay, you guys are going to come up here. The vehicles, I'm going to send over here just so that they can maybe defend our command vehicle. Our helicopters are going to, I think, just land in where this other stuff is. We're going to have to come in and issue them a land order, but for now, that's fine. I don't know what the shortcut is for that. We're there. Okay, now for these vehicles. I would like to maybe protect the logistics vehicle. Speaking of which, let's turn off everything but ammo. Same thing over here, everything but ammo. And we have one more. But ammo. Okay, that way we're making sure that we're resupplying, we're using our logistics for what we really want. Okay, the helicopters, I don't think I told where to go. We're gonna have them come in behind the woods and then we'll tell them to land. Okay, now our helicopters. Let's go back to slow. Okay, they do have a command vehicle over here. See if we can find it. I have to give them some respect, though, because they're going to have... Oh, I had vision there for a second. Oh, there we go. Got a column coming in here. Let's go ahead and stop them so they're not too close. That's probably a command vehicle right there. Okay, let's go get him. Got him. That was definitely a command vehicle with the number of points we just got there. Okay, let's go to very slow. They must have another command vehicle in here because they do have this zone, although they just moved it. So maybe they're trying to get it away from me. All right, let's go to bullet time. And what do we want? Not sure what I want right now. We could try and capture this zone, so we have that deployment zone as well, although it does seem like the enemy is willing to come in. You know what? Let's grab our helicopters. So, 1, 2. Have them come in. These guys... Yeah, they still have a fair number of these rockets. So, I'm not really ready to send them back, even though they're complaining about ammo. Go to very slow. Just gonna kind of methodically move in here. See if we can find out where the enemy is. I may do a little bit of probing. Okay. Have you stop? Okay. Let's slow this down a little bit. Okay, so we have a clear enemy here. We're gonna go ahead and fire. I don't know if these guys are moving, but I'm gonna assume that they're not. So we'll hit over here. And I don't know where their anti-air defenses are, if there are any. We'll hit there. And I'm going to call in... We don't have enough points just yet, so we'll be patient. Okay, so those guys are at the extent of their range, kind of laying in some fire. Let's see, how are we doing on the rockets? We're almost out. They'll go through them pretty quick. Let's go to... It's kind of funny watching this at this speed. Okay, let's back off, back off, back off. They're attacking me, so I need to back off. Don't want to take any damage here. Okay. We made our point. Okay, here come the airstrike. I'm gonna bullet time this just because I want to make sure I'm paying attention. Okay, these guys need to land. As do these guys need to land. You know, I'm not sure. At bullet time, sometimes your orders don't go through as you wish, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But as I said, I want these guys to come into this field and rearm. We might need to turn on spare parts because they may have taken damage. Okay, let's go back to very slow. There comes the airstrike. I'm going to watch for any air... Yeah, there, right there. Right there, too. Okay. Well, we probably did some good work there. You guys are on the ground. That's what I want you to do. What about you over here? Okay, they didn't take the order. Let's tell them to land now. Okay. Now, in theory, we could have them scout for us, but they might get killed doing that. Okay, so we know where their anti-air stuff is. So, I have to be careful. I might be able to knock it out with the helicopter, these guys. Not these guys. Where is the guy? Where are those helicopters I called in? Did I not call in helicopters? Oh, there they are. They were just in the group. All right, let's call them over here. Go back to very slow. And maybe we can knock this guy out at range. Okay. Have you guys come here. Go ahead and land. And? Okay, we lost vision, which is bad. Means I don't have the ability to strike them at the range that I'd like. We are inflicting casualties. They have infantry, and it is moving around. Okay, our helicopters are getting rearmed. We don't want them to get hit on the ground, though, so we're going to have to be careful. Oh yeah, I did want to turn on, not fuel, spare parts. Might lose a lot of our logistics to that. Speaking of which, go to bullet time. I want to call in. Actually, no, let's stay on very slow because it's going to be too slow if I do that. I would like Nook. And I'm going to put it over here. I think this is a good rearm point. Okay, so we did good work there. Oh, we're hitting these guys. That's fine. These guys are ready to get up in the air, I think. We don't want them to get knocked out on the ground. And we definitely want these guys to get knocked out before they get there. Okay, they're done. Get our attack helicopters over here. Our F5s are still... Grab one of those. Okay. For what I'm attacking here. Really don't want them to waste the missiles on these guys. I mean, they're hitting, which is nice. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to rearm here. How are we doing on supply? None. Okay, we extinguish all our supply. That's the problem with helicopters. Oh, we got an attack coming over here. All right, let's slow it down. Fire on these guys. And grab another one of these guys. Tell him to do the same thing, but we'll do it a little further along. It's not taking the order at very... Go. Right, here they come. Okay. You need to land. Go to you. Oh, hello. Bullet time. Need to knock these guys out. Actually, let's change that order. So, they may have gotten their bombs off. Yeah, here they come. Let's get out of there. A little slow on that. I walked right into it, I think. But I got my recon out of there. That sucks. We're gonna take heavy casualties, I think. Alright. Evac. I was a little slow on that. Get the truck out of there, too. Okay. Let's hit these guys. See them creeping along here. Okay, we got artillery coming in, so they're definitely attacking me over here. Okay. We're gonna try and hit them off. See if we can knock them out a little bit. What we could do, maybe a little late, but we could call in some helicopters in here. So I'm just trying to get out of there to a certain extent. Okay. We're gonna hit these guys. Their napalm. Okay, we see the artillery here. We're gonna come in and kill those guys. Teach them a lesson. Okay, we got our napalm coming in right on that infantry. Kill this guy. Kill their command vehicle. Yeah, screw that. Back off. Might lose our helicopter. I think we got out of there in time. Maybe not. Alright, we'll come in here and kill them with these helicopters, though. Okay, our helicopters got out. Let's get them over here. Turn off fuel, please. Have this guy come out. We might be able to kill this guy with our tow. Alright, we took losses there on stuff we really couldn't afford to take losses on. Let's keep getting these guys out of that flame. But the important bit is that we inflicted casualties on the enemy. That's probably too close to the screw it. We'll hit them right there. Where they're moving to. Okay, well, enemy are coming in here. Let's get some support here with our helicopters. They still have rockets left over. Let's see if we can get over here and kill the baddies. We've got one of these guys. Let's hit the infantry as it comes along here. Okay, rain down on them. Hoping we can find this anti-air. There it is. We may take casualties here, but I think it's worth it. That missile looks true, perhaps. There we go. That's what we want. Okay, so we've done some pretty good casualties on the enemy. Let's go ahead and have these guys come over and land. We still have some more anti-air defenses to take out, but we may have gotten a good chunk of them. You know what? I lie. We're gonna back off. We're gonna have these guys rearm. Okay, how are you guys doing? We got 2 missiles left. Maybe we can find that UAZ. I know it came over here somewhere. Might be coming around to go this way. It was unsupported though, so we can find it. Grab another F5. We're going to go ahead and start indiscriminately hitting areas that the enemy control. See if we can inflict good casualties on them. Okay, you guys need to land. Land. Probably speed time up a little bit. Okay, we found some more anti-air defense. Got him. Okay. Back off here. Okay. Do another fire there, because that's where their artillery is. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. We don't have any more F5s to give. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. We're going to grab another of the Nooks, and we're going to tell them to go there. So we can rearm. But we do have that one supply truck here. Oh, these guys are taking casualties still. Let's just have them get out of the forest altogether. Okay. Can hit here. Alright, they're for sure over here. Get you guys up. Oh. They're out of ammo, huh? Got all 3 of them. No, not the Chinook. Just have them come up here. As we know that the enemy's over there somewhere. Okay. You need to land. You need to land. You need to turn off You know, it wouldn't hurt to rearm everything. Okay, here we go. If we can take out their... whatever they've got over here, we might be able to finish this. Speaking of finishing, go ahead and hit this guy. We know there's cargo vehicles in there. Where there's cargo vehicles, there may be other things. Okay. Let's do another attack run here. As I think we've gotten rid of... oh, hello. All the anti-air that's over here. Okay. Let's keep hitting the buildings over here. Be thorough in our attempts to kill this stuff. Okay. Definitely their command vehicle moved. Okay, got him. Okay, more artillery. Okay. You are out, so we're gonna need another logistics thing over here. Try and take out their artillery. There we go. Got enough kills there. All right, so that was a pretty good victory. I don't think we took many casualties at all. 15 points. That's not bad. That was just the infantry. As much as we can't really afford to lose that much infantry. But, yeah, there we go. And we managed to... because the enemy losses are 940 points, and the enemy forces are routed, and they've endured a total defeat. Now, we haven't destroyed anyone, though. That's very interesting. As many casualties as we did, and as many of their command vehicles as we knocked out, they're still around. I mean, they've got one command vehicle here and 2 here, but we killed 4 of their command vehicles, apparently. We also reduced their infantry by a huge number, minus 53, so they only have, what, 6 left? I really don't understand how they still are around, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, all right, well... pretty good victory there. They're all going to get routed. We now have control of all of the regions around us. And it's up to me what I want to do as far as reinforcing things or what have you. More than likely, I'm going to want to retreat some of this stuff to get refitted at some point. But we really don't have that much in the way of threats anymore. A lot of it depends on what this guy does, the tank regiment. He comes over here to try and defend. Well, we'll see. If not, well, we might be able to overrun a lot of these guys. This guy will still be around, but we could kill these guys unless they are reinforced by something over here. And we can definitely kill this guy unless they're reinforced from over here. And if they keep reinforcing over here, well, they're just leaving themselves open to be killed. I mean, there are units over here, for sure, that could be a threat, but... we're getting there. We're getting there to a victory. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.